You have installed the Notepad++ also, right? So what we will do is, let's do the right click here, or maybe go to the system and directly open the Notepad++. You can search here Notepad++ anywhere, wherever you have. Go to the system and just open that. Open the Notepad++. After opening the Notepad++, after opening the Notepad++, okay, after opening the Notepad++, go to the file, create a new file. Here is the option called new file, or whichever the method you know to create a new file, create a new file. In that file, write ABCD anything. Whichever line you want to write ABCD, ABCD. Anything you write in that. Then after that, so hope Notepad++ you have opened, and in the Notepad++, you have created the new file, or by default it will open with the new file. In case no, then here is a plus option either in the left hand side. You can click on that, it will create a new file. In that new file, write ABCD anything, no problem. After doing that, you should save this file. Yesterday we have discussed whenever we create a HTML file, not yesterday, last class. What will be the extension of HTML file? .html. So this file we have written something ABCD. Now in your keyboard you have Control and S. Press the Control S, or you can see here whichever the method you know how to save the file. You can see here there is a save button. In the file also you have the save button, or Control and S you can press. Any method, just save the file. In which folder? Today we have created a HTML folder, remember? Somewhere. Search where you have created. D drive, F drive, C drive, X drive. Which drive you created? Go there. Go there. Suppose I created under the F drive. I will go to the F drive 2022. I will go to the my folder. My folder was 9/30 June. I will find here HTML folder. I will double click on HTML. Now I will come under the HTML folder, right? So this way, please navigate and go to your folder, double click on folder. Now after doing the double click on the folder, it will ask you to enter the file name here. It will ask you to enter the file name. So you are under the HTML folder, enter the file name here, call something page1.html. Any file name you give, page 1, page 2, page 3, not anyone, any file name, give in the sequence page 1, page 2, page 3, something sequentially. So page1.html, and after that .html you have to write, okay? Don't leave directly, write manually page1.html, and then there is a save button here, click on that. Save button, click on that, and then see, you can see your file name is, what is page1, and what is the extension? .html. It should not be html.txt. Okay, it should not be html.txt. File extension should be .html. File name is page1 and extension is .html. Combined, you can say page1.html. So hope created for everyone. Now after creating the HTML file, we need to understand how to run that file. Okay, how to run that file. So it is HTML file. As soon as you give .html extension, your file will come by default with the any browser icon. Default browser icon will get applied on that. Okay, so there is the 2-3 ways are there to run that HTML file. Number one, if you are using the Notepad++, Okay, you can go to the view menu. You can see the view menu here. Under the view menu, there is an option called view current file in. Option is coming. View current file in. View current file in. Now you can see here list of the browsers you have. View current file in list of browser. Firefox, Chrome, Mozilla, IE and all. Correct. So you will select which one? Chrome or Mozilla, whichever the browser you have. Okay, it is not like Chrome only. In my system, there is Chrome. You may have IE, you may have Edge, you may have Firefox. So whichever you have, just select that. Okay. Once you select that, this page will appear in the browser directly. Right? Check now. Page is running.
Yes.
For how many people are? How many of you are able to run? Let me know. Yes, no.
Yes, sir.
Running. Okay. Cool.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let us create one more file. Okay, this method, if you are not able to run from where? In the view menu, in case view in current file you have selected. If you are not comfortable here, no problem. There is other option. Go to your folder. Which folder? HTML folder. Under HTML folder, you will find your file. Page1.html file. Just if you do double click on that, it will open by default in the any browser. It will open by default in any browser. Suppose I did double click, it's open in which browser? Chrome automatically. So simple to run the HTML file. That also from the Notepad++ and from folder. You can go to the folder and then double click on the file, one option. Another option, come to the view menu. Under the view menu, you have option view current file in, and after that, whichever the option you are able to select, whichever the browser you have in the system, you should select that option only. Select that, your page will open in the browser. Right? Page got open in browser. Okay, this is one file just for the testing purpose we created. How to create and how to run. We will create one more file and then we'll get little more idea. Afterwards, we'll move next. Okay. Some people will have idea of create the file and run. Some people have no idea at all, right? So in that case, we have to carry everyone together. We have to carry everyone together. So let's create a next file, page2.js. So go to the file and then click on the new, or here new option is there. In this file again write abcd. This file should run for everyone. Okay. First file, in case if you are not able to run, okay, excuse is there. Second file must run. So write abcd, try that. Okay. After doing abcd, writing in this file, after writing anything in this file, again go to where? File option. There is an option called save, or press Ctrl and S directly. Press Ctrl and S directly. Save this file again in which folder? Same HTML folder. The HTML folder we have ready. In that HTML folder we need to save. Give the file name as a page2.html. Page2.html. अच्छा हाँ वहीं वहीं शॉप है कि दूसरा शॉप है वहाँ ठीक है भेजते हैं ठीक है, हाँ ठीक है। Hope your file is ready. Page 2.html. You wrote something abcdxyz, something, anything. Save the file and again run the page. How to run? Go to the view menu and go to the view current file in and select the Mozilla Chrome, whichever you have. This page will also work in the browser. This page will also open in the browser. Right? So we got some practice how to create the file and how to run it. Hope the second file is running for everyone. Yes. Okay. Next, after that, in HTML file, you should not write directly text. There is some certain rule regulation. We need to follow that. So let's delete from the page to everything. And in that, we will start from beginning. Okay. You have written one note today. Here. You can see in this file, one line was there called dependent and independent. This line, dependent and independent. Okay. So this is like a configurable system. If you are using other editor, might be VS Code editor, Dreamweaver, Eclipse, NetBeans, or maybe many editors are in the market. If you are using other editor, in that it will be by default enabled. Once you open the tag, automatically close will happen. You don't have to close manually. If it is independent, it will close automatically, self-closing. If it is a dependent, then also will get closed as a separate, as a dependent tag. Notepad++, like it's a little lightweight editor. It is not very advanced. Okay, it has feature, but we have to enable it. For learning purpose, it's a good platform or good editor. So what we are going to do, we are going to enable these two property. Which one? Dependent and independent. So that whenever we open the tag, closing will happen automatically. So how that will work? Come to your page 2 file. Go to the settings on the top. You have a menu called settings. Go to the settings menu. In settings menu, it is only for the people who are following the Notepad++, Sublime editor and any other editor already is enabled. Already it is enabled. Okay. In this we have to enable manually. So go to the settings. In the settings we have preferences. Under the preferences, in settings, you need to click on preferences. After clicking on preferences, one box will appear like this, pop-up window. In that pop-up window, multiple features are here. In that, one feature is called auto completion. Click on that auto completion, left hand side. Once you click on auto completion, in the right hand side, you can see content got changed where you have a block called auto insert. Under the auto insert, 6 check boxes you can see in my system, it is already checked, but in your system, maybe it is not checked, right? You need to check it. All 6. This all 6 is like if you open the function, it will close automatically. If you open the square bracket, close automatically. If you open flower bracket, close will happen. Single quote open, close will happen. Double quote open, automatically close will happen. HTML, XML tag, if you open, automatically close will happen respect to their rule and regulation. Okay, so that configuration if you do, it will be helpful. It will reduce the lot of error, and then you will be free from the block and dependent and independent related problem. So hope you checked. I will guide you again. Where was the option? Option is under the settings, and after that preferences. Under the preferences, the pop-up window will appear. In that, you will click on auto completion. After clicking on auto completion, the right hand side 6 check boxes are there in the middle section. That 6 check boxes you can enable. After enabling these 6 check boxes, auto close, auto insert will be enabled, and then you will be free from the nearly 30% of the error. 30% of the error will not come open close related. After doing this check boxes, just close the box not required. After that, configuration setting is done. Okay, so hope done till there. Next, after that, come to this HTML file, page2.html file. In page2.html file, you will start typing like this. You will write like this. Suppose I will press the less than symbol, shift and less than, and after that I will type HTML, and again I will press the greater than. Let me increase little font size. See what I did? I have not written directly HTML. I started from the less than symbol. After that HTML, again I will press the greater than. You will see auto close happen, right? This auto close happen because the settings is already enabled. Now it will reduce lot of error. Now coming down, go inside this head HTML tag, and head tag open, you can open close, but you are not going to use the head tag as of now. Head tag will be in the use after some days once we come into the CSS. So head open and close and leave there. Again open the body and come under the body tag. Okay, head tag is for the library purpose. Under the head we are going to call the all the CSS, JavaScript, Google Analytics, Google algorithm, all search engine related and digital marketing related, and JavaScript, CSS, all the library you are going to call under the head section only. Okay, after that the body section where you are going to display the content to the user. Whatever the content you are going to display to the user, everything must be under the body only. It should not be out of the body. Okay, if it is under the body, then document will be structured proper document. If it is out of the body, document will be structured as a unstructured document. Okay, hope ready. Body open close. Now let's come under the body tag. Under the body tag, I will write again few some tags randomly, just to understand that few tags we have written. Last Friday we have written 2-3 tags only. It was not very sufficient to understand all 6 points. All 6 points. Okay, so let's come to this file and hope you are following me. So what we'll do is first we'll write as a few heading tags. H1 you can also write as a heading 1. Heading 1, let's write the number only. H1 you will also write below H2 as a heading 2. Heading 2 you will write below again H3. H3 is called as a heading 3. You will follow below called H4. Heading 4. You will follow below H5. Heading 5. You will follow call H6. Heading 6. Save it. Now in this, all whichever the tag you have written, the common thing you can see, all are open and close. So as per the theory, what we have written, the theory, in that theory we have written, if the tag is open and closed, what is called? If the tag is open and closed, what you can call? You can call as a
Independent.
independent tag. Correct? Okay, hope ready. Now let us save and run this file again. The file, and we can run this file again. Save the file and run this file again. See what is happening. Okay, write it. First you complete it, then we'll run. Write slowly H1 to H6. Then you will ask what is the use of this H1 to H6. Everywhere we have written heading, 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 heading. The H1 to H6 tag is called as a heading tag. It is called as a heading tag. What is the use of that? What is the use of the heading tag? For example, in day-to-day life, when you buy a newspaper from the market, when you buy a newspaper from market, in the newspaper, on the beginning, only one very good big headline will be there. Headline will be there or not? Big headline, College Times of India. Below there will be lot of small news parts, small paragraphs, and for every paragraph there is one heading, particular, some small meaningful short note, short content. Okay. Now, after looking on a small short heading, we'll understand, oh, this content belong to where. Similar way, when you read the hard copy book, in the hard copy book also, suppose you have the content without heading, we have to read many lines, then only we'll get to know this content is for what purpose. But before content, if there is one line heading, after looking into the heading, we'll understand, oh, this content belong for what particular purpose. When you come to the web technology, when you are creating a web page, you want to display some information on internet. Now you are displaying some information, but the information is for what purpose, what is all about. You have to keep on headline on the top, saying like about us, saying like the services, as a contact us, register, login. This is called as what? Headline of the page. Then you will ask, what is the use of this H1 to H6? H1 to H6 is called a heading tag. It used to create the heading of the web page. It used to create what? Heading of the web page. Now suppose heading is not there in web page, what will happen? Suppose you open a page, company page. You search something on internet, lot of pages appear. You click on the particular, went to the page. Now in the page, headline is not there. Only paragraphs are written. Multiple lines, contents are written. Some photos are there. Now this page is for what purpose? User will get confused. User has to read some 3, 4, 5 lines, then they'll come to know, oh, this page is about us of the company. So better than that, the user experience is better than user have no much time to read your content line by line. Put one big headline on the top. So whenever anyone will open the page, after reading one line, he will understand this page is for what purpose. It is the meaningful for him or meaningless for him. Okay, that is the use of which one? Heading tag. Now heading tag start from where? H1 and its end where? H6. Okay, it's a predefined. Okay, it is not made by us, it is made by those people who have written the HTML. Okay. Now H1 what will happen and H6 what will happen after running the page only we'll get to know. So let me run this file. And after that you can see H1 is the big font size and H6 is the small font size. Now, including all H1 to H6 is like we all are available to create the heading of your page. H1 to H6 is like we all are available to create the heading of your page. Now, what is your requirement? You want to create the big heading or medium heading or a small heading? Is your wish. If you want to create the big heading, then H1 is available. If you want to create the medium heading, then which one is available? H2, H3, H4, H5. If you want very small, then H6 is available. Right? Yes. Okay. Go ahead next now. Now, after looking into the code, if you remember the theory, what 6 points we have written, our theory says if the tag is open and closed, then it's called as a dependent tag, right? So all are open, close, all are open, close, all are dependent tag. Another line says in browser, while displaying the content, if the tag is printing the statement in the new line, then it is called as a block level tag. Okay, now let's go here in the browser. You can see H1 is in one line, H2 in the new line. There is a lot of space here, right? H2 or all H1 to H6 all can fit in one line also, but all are going to where? New line. Okay. Okay. So that is their default behavior. It try to occupy the full width, and after that it will print in the new line. What is the bottom reason behind that? So that it's going to the new line. CSS will clear. In HTML, we need to remember if the tag is printing in the new line, then block level tag. If the tag print in the same line, then it is called a inline tag. Why it is in the block and why it is the inline, the CSS will guide you. Okay, let's go next. You have made a developer guide anywhere? Developer guide or notebook anywhere you are writing? Let's come to that file. Okay, write in that file where to use H1 to H6 and how many time to use. Okay. Okay, for example, when you open the, for example, when you open, maybe example, when you open the, this one, or not open, suppose you are buying a hard copy newspaper from the market. Okay, if you are purchasing the Bangalore Times or Times of India or any that newspaper from the market, what will happen is in that newspaper you can see the main headline will be written only one time in very big font size. In Times of India, we read no how many headline will be there. Times of India will be written the big headline in the main page, and after that below what will happen? Below also there is a heading only, but little a small font size. Same thing we have to remember while creating the web page. The similar headings should not be multiple times. Similar font size headings should not be multiple times. Main heading should be one time in the big font size and remaining other subheadings should be in the small font size. Any website you open, you will find that one will be the big headline, big heading, and remaining other will be the small headline. Okay, that is not like according to our wish we can write. There is a rule regulation for all. Okay, the rule regulation is to display the content, what should be the font size, and how many times you have to write the H1, how many time H2, how many time H3. Directly you cannot use H1 20 times in one page. It will break down the rule of digital marketing. Your page will not come in Google search. Okay, so right below H1 to H6, H1 to H6 is H1 to H6 is heading tag. H1 to H6 is heading tag. H1 to H6 is heading tag. Heading tag, right? You can write here. It used to create headline of web page. Headline of the web page. In web page, what should be the heading? You are going to write using this tag. It used to create the headline of the web page. After that, you will write here. In the note, you will write. Note you will write. In each page, H1 is required minimum and maximum one time. In each page, H1 is required how many times? Minimum and maximum one time.
Sir, I have one question.
Tell me, sir.
Sir, H1 is used for, as we take an example of newspaper, H1 will be as a name of the newspaper now. So it will become only one time for the newspaper.
Only one time in one page.
Okay, sir. And the headline will be in the smaller font, no, sir.
Your
The
how many time you want to display, but main headline keep one time and the remaining sub headline keep many times. Let me complete it, then you can. Hmm? H1 is the big font size, H6 is the smallest font size. People has made like that only. People who has made, they made like that only. That is not made by us. We are not developing the HTML, we are learning the HTML. When you go to hospital, doctor will make the medicine or medicine will come from the industry, where factory, where it will come. Who make the medicine? Doctor will make the medicine? No, scientist will make the medicine, right? Doctor is responsible to remember paracetamol when to take if the temperature get increased. Correct? What is the symptoms of that particular? A developer is not going to develop a technology. A developer is going to develop the application with the help of technology. So you are not going to develop the next version of HTML. Development will happen by whom? Researcher. And as a developer, you are going to remember, yes, client says like in about us page display one, about us in the big headline, you will follow which tag? H1 tag. In the login page display one heading as a login, now you will use which page, which tag? H1 tag. Correct? So that only we are learning, no, in sequence. What we have written? We have written in each page, H1 is required minimum and maximum how many times? One time. Open any page. Okay, open any page. In the page, you will find the one big headline will be only one time. One big heading will be one time, and remaining all heading will be little smaller than the first one. Okay. Now you will ask reason why. Reason why? Because when you open a page, every page will have some meaning. When you go to the product list, in product list, headline will be there available product 35, the big headline. Now coming down, there will be marker, there will be laptop, there will be mobile, there will be particular, there will be particular. The name of the product will not be similar font size as the headline of the page. Headline of the page is available how many times? Only one time. But in one page, how many product? 100 product. Now 100 product will have the name. So all the names should not be same as H1. The main headline will be one time and remaining sub headline will be multiple time. I'm going to write remaining. Okay. So what we wrote, and this one I'm not writing from my brain directly. Now Info Campus has 22 websites. All the 22 website is under my control. Digital marketing is happening. So many people are working on digital marketing. All are under my control. Where I get this idea from the industry, and where when daily, always on every 2-3 months, this entire content policy get modified. Who modify the policy? Not you, not me, not digital marketer, not the client. It's get modified by the Google search engine. Search engine says like, if you want to bring your page in the Google search, you cannot write anything in your page. You write anything your wish, but follow the which one? Algorithm. You have to follow the which one? Algorithm. Okay. If you write anything anywhere, your dream will be dream only. It will not fulfill. Google will never bring your page in the Google search. Okay, understand, right? So for that purpose, while creating the page, you have to follow the rule regulation. Else what will happen? Entire functionality will be ready, and once the project is ready to deliver, again you have to come back and start modifying from one side. Okay. So why not you learn in the beginning and then make everything as per the rule of the standard what we have in the market, so that tomorrow once the project is ready to deliver, digital marketing team or other people will not say, oh, this is not following the rule, or tomorrow your page will not get rejected by Google bots. Okay, Google bots will reject the page, again you have to go and modify the page. So why to put double profit, double effort? Better than that from beginning only for the rule regulation. Okay, hope clear. So H1, how many times you will write in one page? One time, not 20 times. H1 must be in one page, how many times? Maximum one time. Okay, now for remaining you are going to write. Okay. In each page, H1 is required minimum and maximum how many times? Only one time. If you are more than that, that meaning you are breaking the rule of digital marketing. You are not following the standard. Which one? Contents. Okay. Your page will not come in the Google search. The page will not come in the higher priority search in Google. It will be on the lower priority or negative listed. Okay, that way. Now come down. H2 to H2 to H6. H2 to H6. No such rules. To H6. No such rules. No such rule in the sense. In one page you display 20 times your ways. In one page display 10 times your ways. It is not going to break the rule of any search engine. But H1 if repeated multiple times, then it is breaking the rule of all the search engine. Okay. Let's go ahead. Okay, written. Now come down below. Now headline will be how many lines? One line or multiple line? One line, right? Headline never comes multiple line. Headline is always for the one line only. Okay, so we can write here. What should be the headline that you are not going to decide? The content writer is going to decide. For every page, whenever we display the content in the web page, there will be a different person who will be well known in the English, who will have a very good, you can say, grammar knowledge, who can write a lot of content based on a particular topic. So those content, particular topic will be given to the content writer. Now content writer will take your particular keyword topic, and based on that, they'll write write the contents. That content will come to your page. Now your responsibility will be to arrange the content in the proper order, to arrange the content in the proper format, color combination, font size, look and feel, you have to decide. Okay, now what should be the headline? You are not going to decide. That will be given by third party. Yes, these all are the content and this is the headline. Okay, come down below. This is what we wrote about the H1. Now, like H1, we have many more tags. Let's come to your page 1 file, page 2 file, and let's go ahead. Now, write in this file, okay, a tag called P tag, P tag, okay, P tag. P tag. Yeah. P tag, what it says? P tag says like when you open the web page, when you open the normal hard copy book, okay, when you open the normal hard copy book, we see like in one page there will be 3 4 paragraph, 5 line in one paragraph, next 5 line in one paragraph, next 5 line in one paragraph, right? Content is same but the paragraphs are different paragraph, right? Have you ever thought why the paragraphs is organized, why not all in one line? Hmm? Reason behind that, suppose there is 100 lines, 100 line content, okay, in one page. In one page, suppose you have a textbook. Inside the textbook there is 100 line or 20 line or 50 line, okay, or maybe on internet also there is one page, in that 100 lines are there. Now if you write all 100 line one place, continuous 1 2 3 4 500 lines, and if you ask anyone to read the content, 95% people will not feel comfortable to read that, because at one place how much lines, 100 lines is feel like overload. Now same content, if you break into the 4 5 paragraph and put on internet, you will find when the people will come to your page, they will spend some time, they'll read the same content. Now see, when the content was in one paragraph, 100 lines, no one was ready to read. Now same content when you kept in the 10 paragraph or 5 paragraph, you will find most of the people are coming and they're reading the content. How that happened? The public mindset, simple. Our digital marketing policy also work in the same way. Our content writer, web technology, user experience, everything work in the same way, what we feel, okay. So even you have a page, inside the page there is a lot of content, and you will ask, you will feel like user should come and read all from beginning to last. No one read like that, okay. And the same content, if you break into multiple paragraph, the maybe someone can read it. User read or not read, that is the one matter. Main target is when you created the page and uploaded on internet, the Google search engine should come and they should look into your page, and if your contents whichever you have, it is following the standard, then they will read, and tomorrow they will propose to the user, yes, what you are searching, it is available in this website, okay. So in that case again, we have a very good tag. That tag name is called this one, call it a p tag, okay. P tag is especially for to display the text data. Text data using p tag, you are not going to display, you can say images or any kind of animation or something. It is especially for the text data, text number combination, whichever you have, you can display inside this. While displaying, limitation is there. It's not like simply we have so many content, we use the paragraph, we have less content, use the paragraph. Term condition if follow, then use the paragraph tag. Your page will be always well performing in the internet, and page will be super fast. It will not take long time to load, okay. What is that? Write 2 lines inside abcd. We will write the notes about that in developer guide, or better than that, here also you can write. What you can write? p tag age, p tag age called paragraph tag. P tag is called as a paragraph tag. P tag is called as a paragraph. Simple. Full form is not there. We are making from our side. Okay, it's work like is a paragraph. On internet also we will find the P for paragraph. P used like is a paragraph. There is not full form for each and every tag. For H1 there is no full form. For H2 there is no full form. Similar way for P also there is no full form anywhere. Okay, is a technical word, is a kind of a keyword. So user say like, okay, people say okay, P for paragraph. P should not be a for paragraph. P work like a paragraph. Okay. P tag work like a paragraph. Here we wrote P tag called as a paragraph tag. Now what you can say is it display used to display text data. Text data in web page. It used to display the text data in web page. It used to display text data in web page. Okay. Now, when to use this p tag, you can write here also. Use p tag if text length is more than 130 characters. Use the p tag if the text length is more than 130 characters. Okay, why p tag says like, okay, you can use me if you have more than, if your text length is more than 130 character, because paragraph tag will take a lot of memory space in your browser. P tag take lot of memory space in your browser. Now suppose a tag has taken lot of memory space in your browser, you must have to use the content equal to that, right? So or other way you can also think like, if you have a 5 kg of maybe rice, our container also should be somewhere equal to 5 kg. If you have a 5 liter of the water, your container should not be as a 20 liter whole container. If you have, you can say 1 liter of water, you should not carry the 20 liter of bucket. Or if you have 20 liter of water, you should not carry the 1 liter of bucket. So content must match with the container. Else the concept will come. In the term of technology, we use a word called overflow, memory overflow. What is the memory overflow? Memory overflow says like, area was less and content was more. Okay, container is small and content is more. Okay, that is one case. Underflow word you may have heard. In the technical word also use underflow, memory underflow. What is that? Memory has the big area and content is a teeny content. That like is a bucket is a 20 liter and milk is how much? 1 liter. Right? So that is also again waste of the space. Paragraph tag we should keep in mind while implementing, while using. Don't use blindly paragraph tag. It is going to occupy a lot of memory space in your browser. Every browser have limited memory space between 2 MB to 10 MB. Some browser will have 7 MB, some browser will have 8 MB, some browser will have 10 MB. It's between 2 to 10 MB of the, it will take the space of your hard disk. In that 2 to 10 MB of the space, browser will maintain the data of any page. Whenever you open any page on internet, the content of the page will be storing under the browser memory that is between 2 MB to 10 MB. If the content is more, if the browser is holding the lot of data in one page, there is a chances of the crashing. There is a chances of page loading slow. There is a chances of stucking. Sometimes we feel like page got stuck. Why page got stuck? Because under the page there the data was huge and browser what you are using that limited memory. Memory is not there, so it will hold somewhere. So as a UI developer, you can do lot of things in the term of increasing and decreasing the user experience. You can increase the user experience and even you can decrease the user experience. User experience can be very good or user experience can be very bad based on your coding standard. So while writing the code, you have to remember those all those things. What will remember? H1 we should not use how many times? More than one time. Paragraph when to use? If the text is how much? More than 130.
Okay.
If you want to display your mobile number somewhere, paragraph tag is not suitable. If you want to display your gender somewhere, paragraph is not suitable. You want to display your education, MCA 2008 batch, you should not use which tag? P tag. To display product name, you should not use the P tag. To display the price of the product, we should not use the which tag? P tag. We should use the P tag to display your profile, description about the profile. We should use the P tag to display the details about the product. We should use the P tag to display about, you can say about your skill, many things about explanation about your profile. Okay, those places use the P tag where the content must be how much? 130 character, else it is completely against the content rules, Google search policy. Your page will not be very smart performer on internet. Your page will be average performance. It will not be very fast to load. It will it will not handle lot of traffic. Okay, when like people check the performance tester, people check the pages, even they will give some time error saying like, this page is holding the very less data, why is taking long time to execute? Okay, they will generate a graph and they will give to you saying like there is error in the particular line. Why? Find out what is the error. Not error. They will say particular line is taking a lot of time to execute. It is taking the 1% of the CPU. Why it's taking 1% of the CPU here? Find out the reason. Okay. So there again we have to think what I'm displaying, what is my content, what is my container, how I'm displaying. Correct. So everything is a matter of okay. Come. So paragraph you will use for the bulk content. Now suppose if you want to display a small text, then what to do? We have many tags for that. Okay. Let's write below. You can see p tag first. How the p tag look? Go to the page and refresh your page. See here. P tag just like a small line appear text whatever you have added a small font size. Paragraph is also called as a block level tag. It will print in the new line. Okay, paragraph is also called as a dependent tag. It has open and close. Come now below. If we want to display those contents, those text data, those numbers, those alphanumeric that is not up to 130 character, that is less than how much? 130 character. What to do for that? For that we have multiple options. Okay, suppose you want to display your name. You want to display your name. Suppose your name is 10 characters, right? So it is not following the rule for the paragraph. Now 10 character we should not use the paragraph. Then what to use? Then next question will come. You are going to display your name. It should be plain text or bold, italic, underline. How it should be? Then you will say it should be plain text. Then no problem. We have a tag here called this one. Call which tag? Label tag. Let me write here call it a Bangalore. Okay. Now another requirement will say no, it's a Bangalore only, but it should display bold. Bangalore should come as what? Bold. So we cannot keep the bold inside the label. Both are the equal level container. Okay, bold also have the same capacity and italic also have the same capacity. Someone was calling many times. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Now suppose Bangalore only we want to display, but we'll use the B tag here. Okay. Now let me write here call Bangalore. So what will happen now? The first Bangalore will come as a plain text. No bold, no italic, normal text. But second Bangalore will come how? B for bold. It will display what? Bold will come. Another requirement will say no, display the Bangalore only, but it should be little italic. So which tag we use? I tag. Look at here. Right? Another requirement will say no, display Bangalore only, but it should be which one? It should be as a underline. Should be as a underline. Now see. Okay. For to display less than 130 character, how many options we have? 4 we wrote, not only this much, many more are there still. Okay, we have many more. So we will go to the page now and we will run this file and we will see where these all are printing. All are printing in one line, all are going to the new line. After looking into the code, you understood, yes, all are open close, label, bold, italic, underline, all are open close, right? Open close, all are open close. That meaning all are dependent. Now look into the browser. See, till paragraph, all are at a block level. All are printing where? In the new line. But after paragraph, Bangalore we have written 4 times. First Bangalore is the regular text, normal. Second Bangalore is the bold. Third Bangalore is italic. And fourth Bangalore is right. It's all are the text only. But how you are replacing, how you are displaying, that is a matter. So to display less than 130 character, we have multiple options. More than 130 character paragraph we are going to use, especially for the text purpose. Now other thing to see, all 4 Bangalores are using the different type of tag. Which one? Bold, italic, as well as underline, as well as label. But finally, when it's displayed in the browser, you can see all are coming in the same line. When you have look into the code, When you have looked into the code, you saw all are open close, open close. So all are called as a dependent. But when we gone to the browser, we found these four are coming in the same line. That meaning there is a two type of behavior.
Inline.
It's called as a dependent.
Inline.
The code is open and close tag. But when we come to the browser, the output is coming in the same line. It's become as a inline. Next, our requirement will say, no, Bangalore only, but it should not display in the same line. All Bangalore should go to where? New line. Like suppose you are displaying city name, assume not only Bangalore, Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai. If it display all in one line, okay, fine, is inline. But our requirement says the text is a small text, less than 130 character. So for 130 character, you are going to use label, bold, italic, underline you will use. Now when you use the bold, italic, underline, all are coming in the same line. Our requirement say no, it should be a small text, but should print where? In the new line. So again, we'll take the help from CSS. We'll take the help from CSS and we will change the behavior of this text, behavior of this label. Which label? Look at here. We will change the behavior of bold, italic, underline, right? From where to where? Inline to block. So that it will print in the new line. It should print in the new line. Okay. So in the first day, even I have told you, HTML is just like a structure where a structure will come, but it will go look. It may look little odd also. It may not look very quick, clean and clear. Now on the top of the structure, once we apply the remaining things, then what will happen? A structure will look well organized. Okay, so HTML is going to give only structure. Now, modification of the structure, look and feel of the structure, right? Functionality of the structure, you have to take from the other technology. Only one technology cannot help you for everything. Now let's come to the developer guide, and we'll make a note of p tag and we'll make a note of some small which tag written bold, italic, underline. Look at here. So all are going to where? Same line. Let's come. We have a solution in HTML. We have a tag called BR here. Even I have guided you yesterday. BR, you should not write directly BR. BR, whenever you write, you must follow the slash. BR is an independent tag. It must be with slash. Without slash also it will work now, but it will not work in the future once you merge with other technology. Okay, one BR. Let it be first BR, second BR, and middle one keep as a HR.
BR is used for separating the lines, other.
Breaking the line. HR is also for similar. BR will be not visible, whereas HR will be visible. Both will break the line. Both will break the line, but BR will not show anywhere. HR will show. How it will show? Let's look at here. See, first Bangalore, second Bangalore, both are in the name line. Third Bangalore is also new line. Fourth Bangalore is also new line. But after second Bangalore, one line is coming from beginning to last. That is from where? HR tag. Now see, logically pretend this italic Bangalore, we have italic. This italic Bangalore is printing here. And bold Bangalore is printing on the top. In between, you can see one line. What is the area of the line? Completely from beginning to last.
Yes, sir.
Is there any space in the right side? No.
No.
Space is not there, no? Definitely the next line will go to the automatically new line because there is no space in the right side. Exactly same happened for BR also. The first line Bangalore, second line Bangalore. In between both, BR is there. Now what is the area of the BR? From beginning to last. It is not visible. HR is visible. HR saying, yes, I start here, I end here. Now there is no space, anything in between. So whatever will come, it will go to the new line. BR also says the same thing, but BR will say, I am invisible. I am non-visible. Okay, but I will be in between. Between first and second, I am adjust. And how much I am taking? Full width, beginning to last. Now there is no space after the main. So what will happen? Next content will go to the new line. Like BRHR, we have many more tags. Even you are going to create your own tag also, not in HTML and CSS directly. Under the React, we have to study something that is called JSX. 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 JavaScript and XML. There we can create our own tag also. Okay, there we can create our own tag, and that is going to call it a component in React, and that is called a component in React. There, exactly like BR, you can write like this: hi. Hi will become as a hi will become as a tag. It will work like a tag. Using the hi, you can print some content. So, okay, that's from the JSX. BR used to break the line between two line. If you want to apply the space, you can write. If you want to break the line, suppose after this, here I have written p tag called paragraph tag. It used to display the text data in web page, and after that p use p tag if length is more than 130 character. We want, suppose this much should go to the name line. How much? Last this sentence should go to where? New line. So what we'll do, we'll break the line here. Before that, we'll break the line. So how to break the line? Yes.
IHR.
What option you have? If you want to show a line, you can use HR. If you don't want to show a line, then use the BR.
BR.
See here, what happened now? So after this, this much content will go to the new line. See here, content gone to where? New line. Okay. So BR for what purpose? To break the line. Wherever you want, you can break the line using BR. Okay. Come to developer guide. Right here, p tag. It use display text line web page. Use it if text is more than 130. Okay. Label, bold, italic, underline. Okay. EM. These tags are for what purpose? It used to display text data, but between 1 to 130 character. Between where to where? 1 to 130 character. Between 1 to 130 character. This one. Okay. Label, bold, italic, underline. Font tag also we have. Right. A strong tag we have. Those tags are going to help you to display the data, text data only, alphanumeric, you can say, up to 130 character. 1 to 130 character. More than that, you can use that tag. Okay, hope ready. Emphasizes something, emphasizes some text that emphasizes some full form is there. It is just like the italic. EM. Let me give you the full form. EM tag. Emphasize text. Okay, next after this what we have? Next after this we have next tag that you can see here in the browser. This is output or input. These all are called as output. It is not the input. Okay. These all are called as output tag. This is not called as input tag. We will write few tags now from the input tag to understand. Yes. So the 6 rules you have written. In that 6 rules, how many you found here? The 6 point you have written in that, how many you found here? You found the tag open close. That is called as a dependent. Another one you found independent also you found. That is called BRHR. Another one you found called same line. It was printing in the same line, some tag. What is that? Bold, label.
Inline.
What is what? Inline. Correct. So we plus when we gone to the browser, we found some is printing in the new line also. So if the H1 to H6 print in the new line, you can say the block label is printing in the same line, you can say the inline. H1 to H6 paragraph open close, you can say the dependent. BR is called as a independent. Now what is missing? Independent tag, this tag is missing, that is called input tag. These all are all about what? Output tag. Now in input tag also we have similar. Somewhere some input tag will come in the same line. Some input tag will go to the new line. Some input tag will only open. Some input tag will open and close together. Okay. Let me go to this file here. And in this, I will write one HR tag just to keep a big line from beginning to last. In this HR tag, when you have written the HTML definition one day before, you have written HTML has limited property and value. HTML tag limitation on property and value. What is that property? Suppose this is the HR is the tag name. HR is the tag name. Color. COLOR. Color is the property. Now inside if I put here called green, become as a value. Now similarly, so what will happen? Line will come, but line will come in green color. Now there is a property called size. Size is going to help you to increase the thickness of the line and decrease the thickness of the line. By default, it was 1 pixel. Now here, suppose if I add a 15, the thickness of the line will be 15 pixel. And in which color? Green color. So that becomes a property. Which one? Size become property. 15 becomes a value. By default, is the px. 15 we have written, that is called as a 15 px. Okay. Color becomes a property. So in HTML, whichever the tags we have, there is a limitation on this thing. That is called property and value. Okay. All property values are not exist. That will help you to design a smart page. Okay. Because of that, the property we require to bring from where? CSS. For example, if I run this page, the green is covering where to where? Beginning to last. In a case, our requirement says no, cover half width only. Don't cover the full width. Means what? You want to control the width of the HR. Height you have given, fine. Color you have given is okay. Now requirement say no, let's cover half width only. Why covering full width? Okay. Then HTML will say, sorry, brother. That property is not exist with which one? H1 tag. In H1 tag, width property will not available. Width property is not exist. So what will happen? We have to call the CSS. And we have to inherit one property called width from CSS and give to whom? HTML. And not only give, purpose forcefully we have to give. Saying like, no, you don't have, you apply it, it's my requirement. So what will happen? The behavior of H1 will get changed. It will not cover the full width. It will cover how much you will give. After this line, you write here next. One input tag I will write here. Suppose your name is equal to text. It's an independent tag. Once you run this page, okay, it will ask you enter your name, mobile number, input type equal to number. See, both are input only. Both are input only, but one place text, another place as a number. When you saw the output, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, all are Bangalore only, but look is different. Here, heading 1, heading 2, all are heading only, but the font size is different. Similar way here, input only, but the type of input is different. So let me come now, run this page and show you what is going to happen in this. When I run this file, you can see first, if you look into the code, you will come to know the first tag is the independent, open, close together. Second is also independent, open and close together, self-closing. But when we come to the browser, you can see both are coming where? In the same line. It is independent now. Previous what you saw, label, bold, it was as a dependent, open close was there. Then also it was coming in the same line. But now what you saw, it is called independent, right? And it is coming where? In the same line. Another independent you saw sometime before, BR, HR, it was also independent, but it was breaking the line. So how many behavior you found? So many you found, no? In few tags only, there is so many internal behavior, right? So until unless we will not understand it properly, will feel uncomfortable. Okay. People who have no idea on HTML, few tags he learned from internet, and few things he understood as per the requirement. And further hand, when he will go for the next level of JavaScript, when he will go next level of React or Angular, he will find inside people are using the base rule of HTML. Where suppose you have some basic knowledge of HTML, you went inside a project and the project is using the very base feature of HTML, very basic feature of HTML that you have not seen. So at that place, what you will feel? You will feel uncomfortable. You will feel like where it's come from. But in fact, it is the very first line fundamental of HTML. So like that way, I have many batches, many hundred people. The weekend all batches are like that only. People will say, I'm working on the React, but I'm not confident in React. I'm working on JavaScript, but I'm not confident in JavaScript. Then what is missing? They will say, I don't know what is missing, but I'm not confident. Okay. But I'm working successfully. Still, we want to learn. Then when we start from the first line, they will feel like, okay, this I know, but this I don't know. This I know, this I don't know. Right? So sequentially, learning the sequentially, the big matter. So we will go in this way only. Now let's look at here. So what is happening? We are able to enter something. You are able to enter something. So this becomes a input tag, and this all becomes a output. So what definition we have written inside the page? If you read in the developer guide in the beginning, it is same only, no? HTML tag used to communicate with the browser to send the information to user and collect the information from user. Then we have seen, yes, while sending the information and while collecting the information, we have to use something called tags. And then we understood, okay, the tag will be of this many type. One will be where we take the input, that will be called as a input tag. Where we display the output, that will be called as a output tag. Now here, suppose you enter your name. Suppose I will enter my name here called SIYARAM and enter the number something here. Now, when I enter the name and number here, then when I enter the name, it should display below, hi, Siaram, your mobile number is particular. Right? Suppose I enter the name here, and then when I start entering the mobile number, below automatically it should print, hi, Siaram, your mobile number is this one. When we start typing. So that will not happen from the HTML. HTML is responsible to take the input and HTML is responsible to give the output. But what is your requirement? Your requirement says when you enter the name, no problem. But when you start typing the mobile number, below one message should come, hi, your name. Your mobile number is what number you are typing. So that will not happen from HTML. For that, you will take the help from where? Next language. CSS will not help you. JavaScript will help. Okay, right? So automatically, once we get idea on HTML, our brain will start searching for the next level. Okay, suppose you go here, I open in the Mozilla, sorry, Chrome, I am able to enter the number. Same page, someone will open in the Mozilla, Firefox, you can enter the text also here. Then they will ask, I am able to enter the text. I am able to enter the number. Someone will say, I'm not able to enter the text. Then final solution will be no problem. You are entering, no issue at all. We can restrict from our side. We can write the other technology and we can restrict open in any browser. Output remain same. Okay. So those all are going to come one by one. So what you are clear till now? What you are clear till now? Whichever the website we see till date as of now, HTML will play the major important role or not? Whichever the website you have seen or you are using, HTML play the major important role.
Yes, sir.